Hi guys, my name is Anis and today I'll be showing you guys a little simulation on how to set up and prepare an IV bag. We're currently in my house at the moment, so we don't have a fluid pump. We'll be using one of my bedroom door hooks here. So before we start anything, everything is has to be aseptic when you do this. Not really, but just some parts of it. But you do have to start off with washing your hands before you begin doing anything. So first we're going to open up the IV bag, which usually comes in a bag like this. It's already been opened, and this is the only IV bag we have for this simulation at the moment. So you want to hang it up, and then you want to make sure, you check the expiration date, check if it's the right fluid or agent in there. And then you want to just bend down the insertion spot so it's ready to go. So you want to now open up the giving set. But maintaining asepsis by not letting the insertion spike touching anything, so you want to avoid touching it. So we're just going to unravel. And we also want to make sure that the patient part does not come to contact with anything. Even if the cap is still on. So yeah, you want to just keep it in a bowl or something, which I've done. And you want to keep the insertion spike clean, and you want to make sure that the clamp is off before actually inserting the insertion spike into the bag. So So we're gonna take the insertion spot, we're breaking off the cap off the bag, which we actually should have done prior to all of this. Then you'll see a little ridge on the insertion spot, actually telling you how far it's supposed to be into the be in the bag. So insert it all the way. Until it gets to that ridge. Also making sure that your clamp is off for this part. You want to squeeze the chamber until it's quarter way or halfway full. So we're just going to squeeze it a little bit more here. So now we're going to run the liquid through. And we're just going to make sure that we collect the liquid so it's calculated and accounted for later on, so you can do the calculations for what's actually left the bag before being inserted into the patient. So then that calculation can be added on to how much has been administered to the actual patient. So we want to open our roller clamp to let the fluid run through. So then we want to close the clamp again after that's all run through. And so now what we want to do is check the whole line and see if there are any bubbles that have accumulated anywhere. This looks like it's been primed pretty well. Just making sure that there are no bubbles or any air that have that's been stuck there. But you also want to keep this away from anything as well. So you don't want to touch it. You want to have it touching any areas or surfaces. So now that we've got our fluid somewhere else, that should be calculated and added on to the formula of whatever you want to calculate to see how much actually has been administered to the patient and what was taken out of the bag while you were priming it. So now that the clamp is closed, just checking again, seeing if there are any other air bubbles in the whole giving set, which there isn't. Now you want to just put the cap on. You want to put the cap back on. So you want to put the cap back on, and I actually can't find the cap at the moment. I think it's gone somewhere. And then you want to hang it up safely. We're just imagining that there was a cap on that patient part. But thank you.